Say the weather surprises up north. Up north was bad weather when we came.
We've spent 3 weeks here and we've had so very little rain. Quite amazing, really.
Friendly people everywhere, even in the customs when you arrive in the country. That's not in every country that way.
Well, we went through, the cyclone. Never even heard of a cyclone. We call them hurricanes. I think it's a little bit different, but kind of the same.
We're certainly glad that we were down in this further south than Auckland because of the floods.
Everyone seems to be the same. They treat you the same, polite, courteous.
Yeah, they've been really, really nice.
People, even the foreign people stop and talk with you. That's not what we use in Finland to do in Finland. So it's.
We were in the cyclone.
We were in Auckland.
We were in Auckland first, and it started. But then we went to Rotorua, and when we were there, it came down so hard that a tree fell on our hotel and hit the corner of the hotel 2 floors above where we were staying.
In a courtyard, inside a protected courtyard.
Really, it's a bit like Scotland. Really green grass and trees and all that, and not unlike Scotland.
Yeah, we've had a couple of disasters this trip, but everyone's been really, really nice and helpful.
They're a bit behind the UK. I think they are.
We found out the other day that the ferry may have the same problems as our ferries getting to our island. It can stop and then drift.
They had a Mayday. They called Mayday. The ferry going to from Picton to Wellington.
And 800 people donned life preservers.
It's like our ferry now.
This is like the Martha's Vineyard Steamship Authority.
Crash and burn.
Yeah, we just kind of hunkered down. Lots of rain, lots of wind, trees uprooted.
So we went back the day before. We flew to Queenstown. It was pretty windy that day, but I think it was on the backside of it.
Yeah. So we probably escaped the worst of it. And just kind of at the edge.
Yeah.
It wasn't pleasant.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop me from going out in my bathing suit to go to the Polynesian spa and sit in the spa while the trees were doing this. And I'm thinking, where am I going to hide if one of them breaks?
And driving around, you kind of see some slides, and then when you're downtown Auckland, we saw some sandbags, just a few, and some stores that you wouldn't think they're kind of on a hill. You're like, why would they have sandbags here? But it must have really been coming down to get water in those stores. So
7 hours.
It took
7 plus.
It's supposed to take 3.5, and it took 7.
That's a long boat ride.
Yeah.
And you have of it wearing, life jacket. You get all dressed up to get onto the ferry, and they've got you in this life jacket.
Well, they forgot to put my bags on the plane in Australia, so I was on the boat, and we were late getting in, so we missed the ship. We caught up with the ship 2 days later, but my bags didn't. So, and anywhere we've asked, they've told us where to go and where to get some clothes and so forth. Yeah, so no, everyone's been lovely.
I think the people are lovely as well. Got a nice attitude, they're friendly, really friendly, like at home in Scotland.
Our group was supposed to go to Napier the next day, but because of the road closed and the lack of power and all the problems they had, we just stayed put for an extra day and did some other fun things. So we got to luge then.
Very friendly people, and it's not winter here.
The long
Because
flat vowel.
The seasons are reversed. We did require some education when we were told to be at the ferry 1 hour beforehand.
Yeah,
we didn't know what an
was.
hour was.
I didn't know what an hour was.
But
when the cyclone was going on, I told her we should just rent a car and drive south. And we're going to miss the cyclone. And she's like, you're not driving on the wrong side of the road. She's like, I could do it.
You know, we're still going, ooh, you know, when we go around, when we make a right-hand turn rather than a left-hand turn, it feels so backwards, you know, like you're falling almost. But yes, I don't think I could drive here for a while. It would take me a little while to get oriented to that and not turn right or left when I wasn't supposed to.
Accents are not as intense as they are in Australia. And you know, we in the States, we do hear a lot of Australian accents, particularly in California. We don't hear a lot of New Zealanders. And it's kind of surprising. You speak a lot closer to proper English than the Aussies do.
I don't know, you have a lot of roundabouts, so that's what makes it harder, I think. If it was just like a lot of straight ways, it wouldn't be as hard, but the roundabouts, like we'll be driving and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have a head on. And then not realize, oh no, we're fine. We're just on the opposite side of the road. So we moved to the back of the bus so we didn't see all the traffic coming at us.